Thank you, David Kim. And let me begin by saying to Dr. John and to the KFA and the people of Korea, the FIFA, and my own behalf, how pleased we have been to have been here over the last 9 or 10 days. We have been treated exceptionally well. We have enjoyed Korean hospitality and kindness, which up to today remain the best in the world. And we are eagerly looking forward to be back here again next year, August, when this event begins. Over the last 9 days, we have been able to visit 9 cities: Ulsan, Jeju, Busan, Namhae, Gwangju, Jeju, Suwon, well, this is a stadium now, Suwon, Incheon, and Seoul. We visit these cities and we saw 9 stadia. I want to say to you that all of them were of a very high level. We were very, very impressed with many of them, and our only request is that we can't accept all 9. We have to accept only 6, and we shall do this after having discussed the reports fully to the members who visited, and the KFA and the FIFA. But there are some points I want to make to you today very briefly. I want to say to you that it's the first time this competition will have 24 teams. And possibly it's a good thing that this is beginning in Korea after the fantastic spectacle which Korea had for 2002 World Cup. Before you had 16 teams, and now therefore you have 24. As a consequence of that, we shall have 52 matches played. Based on the number of teams, 24 teams, you will have here in Korea next August over 1,000 persons comprising officials and players who shall be coming to Korea for almost a month. The competition, I said before, will be played in 6 venues, which shall be determined over the next few weeks. In terms of the media, as in 2002, you will again have a wide cross-section of the media, not as many as 2002, but very close, I can assure you, because you will have over 2,000 journalists, foreign journalists, coming to this country alone. You will have over 500 FIFA officials coming here to conduct this event. And what we shall have in Korea shall be a reflection, a microcosm of what you had in 2002. Today I had the honor of visiting the Korea FA Football Museum at the Seoul Stadium, and I was able to relive the memories of 2002. I can give you the assurance today that when this event begins next August, you too will be able to relive those memories as I have done this morning. I therefore want to say thanks again to Dr. Chong, the KFA, and to all those persons in the various venues who made our inspection visit the joy that it has been. I want to also particularly thank the FIFA staff, my colleague Junji Brewer, the director Iñaki Alvarez, and all the members of FIFA staff, Stephanie, Sandra, all of them, who collectively helped to make this inspection visit a tremendous success. I thank you all. Thanks. All these things shall have an economic impact, a positive one. And I should add too that what will be very interesting is the fact that these are under 17 footballers who will be playing in this competition for the first time, and the memories which they will have of your country and your hospitality, that will be long-lasting and can't even be quantified or measured. I should possibly add too that it is a competition like this one which has given rise to people like Ronaldinho and Figo and these guys. And therefore what Korea will be doing will be laying the foundation for football development, which in some ways we cannot quantify. But the economic impact will be positive in terms of these other aspects I say, like the tourism industry, your hotels, your airlines, your taxi service, your shops and so on. All of these shall benefit, though I must confess it won't be on the same scale as 2002.
Like Mr. Chairman said, it is a good question, and we had a very dilemma here, in that the 9 cities are all very good, and they have World Cup stadiums, and they also have smaller stadiums. So in terms of organization and facilities, they're all very good. So we come now to items like enthusiasm and energy, and the possibility of filling the stadiums, and the positive image that the football will have to the rest of the world, and also the image that Korea will have to the rest of the world when we do this. So we come down to a number of factors that are not as easily quantifiable, but we're looking for support in a big way from each of these communities. And that support will probably influence a lot where these decisions are made as far as the stadiums that are used. Thank you.
And the answer simply is that we have met in all the 9 facilities, we have met natural grass. Am I correct? Natural grass. And therefore, if you have natural grass, there is no reason to go to artificial surface. And therefore, we shall use natural grass which you have, and which we have used in 2002. So we have no quarrel whatsoever with the quality of the surface which you have at present. But of the challenge, the more difficult question is yours, please.
기억하시는 것처럼 지난 2000년 월드컵 저희는 가능하면 북한에서 경기를 일부 했으면 하는 그 계획이 있었고 또 많은 노력을 했는데 저희들 계획처럼 잘 되지 않았습니다. 지금 그때하고 지금 상황이 많이 달라졌다고 생각합니다. 저희들이 그런 계획을 갖다가 단독으로 할 수는 없고요. 여러 가지 상황을 잘 고려해서 생각을 해보도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 물론 FIFA하고도 상의를 해야 될 사항으로 생각합니다.
Thanks for the question. Like I mentioned earlier, the cities are very similar in the sense that they have very good infrastructure. Stadiums, hotels, training facilities, and so on. So it's going to be very difficult if we just leave it on that level. However, we have stadiums that are in 40,000 capacity, 45,000, even 55,000 capacity. And so the ability to fill those stadiums is going to be a real challenge. We know that the football is going to be very good. We've already seen that the level of play by the players, obviously, are going to be very good. So we're not worried about that. And so when I talk about support, and one more thing, what we've seen already, the way we've been received in every city, is that the city organizations are also very energetic already and very enthusiastic. We've been received at every city by high-level officials, whether they be local football association representatives or local government representatives. So now we come down to the community, and that's what I meant. And so if we can have a good, and as we have meetings and as we review the criteria, and as we review what the plans are for ticket sales, and so on, if we see that there are good plans and good commitments, and I use that word commitments, to have good attendances in the stadiums, then it will make a big difference in influencing which stadiums are used. Does that help you? Does that answer your question better? However, we're going to make them through due process, through a careful process. And so if we can, if that process leads us to a quick decision, then fine. If we need a little bit more time, then we will take a little bit more time also. So the decision process will be influenced by the correct criteria. As far as your first question, I'm not sure I understand what you mean by pursuit of FIFA at this event. Can you clarify what you mean by that? Okay. Okay. Well, the objectives are on several fronts. I would say first and foremost would be football development. So the U-17 World Cup is a very, very important World Cup for us, as the chairman mentioned. And so football development is an ongoing process, and at this age level it is very critical. So we would like to see an excellent stage, if you will, an excellent place where we can show this development. On another level, from the players themselves, there is the growth of the sport, and there's sharing that growth and that success with the rest of the FIFA family, which in this case is the Korea Football Association. So we have multiple goals, if that just about all of them have to do with football.